Stream started. Let's see what we got here. Whoops. Live. Watch this on my other account. Here we are. Yep, looking like we're streaming. Everything's working. I can see if I have some volume. Yep. Okay. Good deal. So, I guess I'll get started. Yeah, this is my first stream of the New York session. Gonna be trading an Apex eval today, and hopefully we'll make some money. But right now, I just wanna. Well, if you're new to my channel, I haven't really done much, but my name is Adam. Mission trading just kind of represents, if you have a mission in life. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and I follow him in my missions to bring his light to the world. And so, if I can do that in the trading space, then I want to utilize that platform and help people to grow in their skills and abilities with that and help them make some money. So right now, I just want to open up with some prayer, and the market opens up in 5 minutes, so we'll get going there. So Father, I just pray today that you would quicken my mind, quicken all of our minds, to anyone who's might be tuning in today. I just pray that you would give us your spirit today, your wisdom and your revelation on how we can best serve you, best represent you, and also how we can come to the markets to capitalize on the opportunity that we've been given. It can be a blessing. It's also very difficult, but it can be a blessing to have the ability to have accounts that we can trade. And if we have the discipline and the knowledge, we can capitalize on the moves and make some money. So I just pray, Lord, that you would help us today find a good opportunity, and most of all, to stick to our rules. And I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so was marking up some levels pre-market today. We've tapped into a level from yesterday in the overnight session that I had some interest in. I think we're going to have a continuation today. I was hoping to get that yesterday. It didn't hit. And I was hoping to get it today. It also didn't hit. One of these days I'm going to actually pay for TradingView. But we tapped into this daily demand. First off, we closed above this IFVG here, and kind of retested that, but we've tapped into this daily demand and this wick on a daily candle here at a POI. Also a 4-hour level. I didn't like that because we had some other ones here, but I think we've balanced this pretty well. So I'm going to be looking for a continuation up to this red line. We tapped this liquidity already. I think this level will hold here. So I'll probably look for a 1 minute setup out of this fair value gap here. We might, take this breaker or something, one of these levels here. But we're just going to let the market open up, and we'll see what happens. we did fill that gap there, but on the 15, I think that's a little bit stronger. I think we could tap this fair value gap here on the 1 minute. But also that is London high at the moment. And if we hit this beforehand, I'll probably look for some higher liquidity. But we're just going to wait for the market to open and see what happens. And I'm squinting a lot here. That's okay. All right, market is open. Just doing some stuff here. See what we got. Gonna pull up my Apex account on NinjaTrader. Whoops, don't think I logged into that. Here we go. I should mark out my levels here too. Pretty important. We've got that. And then daily time frame. There we are. Draw that level. I really hope it doesn't just pump without us. Okay. So we've swept London high. I mean, I could almost catch a short down to my interest level, but I feel like that's kind of dangerous. And no IFVG or anything right now. I mean, you could almost call this wick here IFVG, but it's best just to trade your bias and wait for the levels that you want. Because sometimes, I'll take, let's say I'm looking for a long, I might take a short down to a level I have some interest in, and that works sometimes, but I feel like I get cooked way too often on that. So we're just going to let this play out, let the market open a little bit, and let the dust settle, and we'll see what happens. And I may actually I've got an FTMO account, I may just put a higher time frame order on, just so I don't miss that trade. Let's bring that down a little, and I feel like that's really good. Just hold this for, I don't know, whoops, jeez. Try to get a 1 to 4 out of this. Oops. Yeah, that looks like a good entry. Okay. Yeah, I probably could have shorted that. That's looking pretty good. But 1 minute, I'm really want to see a reaction off of that, and maybe we'll get some sort of 1 minute order off of this. We'll just see. What is this? No idea. We do have a little fair value gap right here. I almost want to take that. Yeah, I just don't know. Let's see. Haven't quite tapped that. I mean, we just gotta see where it hits, you know? because we have this 1 minute demand off of this 15-minute FEG, we might hit that. I don't really want it to, but it ain't about me, you know what I'm saying? I don't see anything there. Here we go. Curious. What is this doing? So we still have a little bit to go down there, I think. If we get an engulfing candle here, I might just take it. Yeah, we still have some downside I'd like to see on ES, but I don't know. Last thing I want is to get in early. Let's see. Dow has tapped the FEG. Nasdaq's tapped the FEG. S&P has not tapped the FEG. And you know, sometimes when one of the indices does, or two of the indices does something, but not all three, I think there's still the possibility that they all move at the same time. You don't have to wait for all three to do something, but I definitely think that's your best option. But still, this just really hasn't done everything I want yet. And I think we've hit all of our news for the day. So yeah, news is done. Macro's coming up in 7 minutes, which Wednesdays I typically like to wait for the macro. Sometimes the second macro, I think, depending on, you know, what the day's looking like. I don't love this. Oh, what are our... Oh, we did have a gap up. That's good. We at least need to fill that somewhat. So yeah, definitely waiting for this 15-minute candle to close. And see what happens. Yesterday's candle here. We could go all the way down there. Where did this open up today? So that's pretty important. Let's draw that out. Something like that. So yeah, I would love to see that hit. Oh man. Please just go down. So we still haven't closed above there. So I could almost short that FVG down to here, but I don't know. I would just rather go long personally. Ugh. This is so ugly. I don't want to long from there. I really want to pull back. Oh, dang. That is hideous. Yeah, I hate this. I almost want to short that. I think I missed it. That's not a bad candle, honestly. Holy cow. That short did work. Whoa. Man, look at that. What do I got? 3 cons. That's tempting. Man, what a drop. I may just try it. Where's my order? Oh, that was slow. Jeez. might be cooked there, but we'll see. Come on. Yeah, not loving this. Come on. It's just probably going to chop a little bit because we're not really bearish. And so I think it's going to build some liquidity back to the upside once we do eventually tap into that FVG. So that's looking pretty nice. Kind of just want to take this off and get some profit. But that candle's about to close. I'm like, if this shoots back up from here, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, God. I'm just going to go to break even, honestly. I really don't want it to come back up. Yep, stopped out. I'd rather protect my account today. Let's see. Yeah, ES tapped that 1 minute demand. That's why it shot up. But patience is key. Here we go. Here's our drop. So I probably should have just trailed my stop on that. I just don't want to take a loss on a trade like that. Let's see, how's this looking? Nothing taken here. Just kind of surprising. Is that even working? Oh, it's not on. I've got some trading robots that I've programmed and built, and I forgot to turn it back on today. So let's see. Short. So it would have taken a trade right there. And it probably would have been a loss. This is just ugly. Like, I don't like this little demand candle right here. There's no fair value gap. I wouldn't want to take that. And I don't like any of this, period. I still want it to come down here. It's just taking a very long time. Which is why I went to break even at that short. Like, I really wish I had taken the one up top there. It was just a much better entry. Continuations or like a momentum entry on something like this is just, you really need to manage your risk. Man. See, S&P tapped that level. I mean, the 5-minute was okay. But when you have, oh, okay, S&P did tap our 15-minute fair value gap now. So did NAS. So, I mean, it would be okay to look for a trade long, but my God, this is just ugly. Are we gonna drop now? That's a really nice looking breaker. That's 345. See, when you look at regular trading hours, we've got all this here. And so I really want it to at least hit that. It may hit this here. And so I need to be prepared for that, but I think we need to fill this gap a little bit more. That's why I was interested in the short. And maybe I should have held that. I just didn't love it. I mean, there's just a bunch of noise here, to be honest. Holy cow, look at that. Okay. Oh, we have a nice potential IFVG here. I'm curious if my Forex trade tapped. Nope. Man. I'd hate to miss out on that. Let's see. That would be a continuation. I just don't think I can turn that on and have it actually trade effectively today. And like, I designed this set and forget. Like, turn it on before the market opens. Okay, I think we'll tap this FVG. Man, I should have held that. That was a nice trade. And honestly, on this account, I don't really know what my stop loss is without doing the math. So it's kind of why I cut the trade. All right. We hit our POI here. And that would have been a great short. Oh man, is this not going to fill me? I hate Forex because sometimes you're just not going to get tapped. Yeah, I should have looked at that a little bit better. That's okay. Maybe it'll tap. But I need to keep an eye on what this candle's doing. It's a nice green candle. Closes in a few seconds. I almost just want to enter that. Nope. But if we can close above that, I'll definitely enter. Probably close this just to get my margin back. Okay. O'clock now. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see. Here we go. Here's our pump. Get ready for that. I don't want a huge stop here, but I just need to get in, wait for this to close. $10 seconds. Not sure if that's going to close or not. Yeah. Wow. Put this buy back on, maybe. Wanted to take that low. That's the hourly low. And okay, there we go. So that's about where we were there. Please don't fail. 50 or so. 400. Let's just see how that looks. It's a little too much risk. Okay, that's on. How's my other account looking? Nothing crazy. It's moving now. Okay. Possible another bearish IFVG forming, or FVG. Possible IFVG. Man, I should have kept that short. I don't even know how much money I would have made on it. That was 96. About 100 points. $600, yeah. This thing's just bearish, man. Honestly, if we can't shoot up from here, this thing might tank. Which is fine. Because we've got, I mean, all this downside right here. That's, you know, a pretty nice long, I think. Yikes. But the thing is, we swept that. We didn't close up above it. I really wanted that to hold just because it's, we tapped that daily demand. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Like, yeah, we've tapped that already. So as long as we can close above this, I may just get in. But this is surprisingly bearish. Wow. Just like, what else? Okay. We did tap that. So maybe we get a push up now? I don't know. Don't know. I think that's my stop on my Forex account right there. Sheesh. This is insane. Should have just kept that short on. My word. That's what happens when I stream. Okay, if we fail here, I may look for a breaker entry. This is stupid. See, that looks good. Mine does not look like that. We did close here. I may just go for it. All right. How far can this go? I've got a pretty wide stop, but that would be a nice target there. Yeah, we already tapped that. That's a nice target. Crap. That was a swift reversal. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm in something like that. Where's my target? Jeez. Let's mark this out. All right. Honestly, not the biggest move. Is that really... Where's my target at? 538. What am I looking at? Honestly, that seems... Well, that's London low there. Oh, that was my target. I don't know, man. If I can lock in 1%, I'll be doing fine. Oof, I mean, should I just hold this? Golly. I think I'll go to break even once it hits this wick. I did still like that, but I feel like we already tapped that here. See, mine looks way different than that. I'm on electronic trading hours. I don't know. But I don't need 500 points, whatever this is. That would be insane. But I will get out here. I'm up 1%. I'm like, I should probably lock that in, but where, that's London low. I feel like we're not going to reverse there. But how many more points could I get out of this? That is like an extra 70. I don't know, man. It might. I think it might drop that far. But I probably should have just locked in the 1%. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got cooked on my Forex account, that's for sure. I mean, at minimum, at break even. I really don't want it to come all the way back up to here. And I really don't want London low to be our reversal point. But it might be crap. I should have just taken that. I got a little too greedy, to be honest, but let's see if it drops again. We've got a 15-minute candle close there. Dang. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would love to lock in something here. I should have just done my 1%. Because that's discipline, you know? That's how you become profitable. You get your target, hit your goals, and that's it. But I really like this dump. I mean, look at those red candles there. Why would I not continue to hold this? I could trail this, but I don't want to do that. One, you just need to let your trades breathe. Let's see here. I mean, we had tapped that overnight. I kind of expected that to fail. All right, we're moving. Jeez. What if I had held that first short? I mean, that was insane. $500. What does that get me to? I don't know, man. I just need this. I gotta lock in something. It's like I would have preferred a stronger drop on that second time. But let's see if we can get out. Just get our 1%. Would love 600. Well, what would I need? About 590. Dang. Just go back down, you know? Oh, yikes. Well, this might be okay, actually. Just looking at price action. I'm going to trail that a little more, but let's see if it'll tap. Just give me something. Tapped. All right. Just locked in my 1%. Sometimes I'm a little emotional when we sweep liquidity, and I don't know if it's going to continue with momentum or not, but I caught something about like that. So honestly, not the best risk to reward. I think something like that was probably a bigger loss than I would have wanted. But I'm glad I got out. Now, if I had originally taken what I wanted here and just held and not been so emotional, that would have been nice. Imagine if I had gotten that. Almost a 1 to 6. So we're just going to call it a day. Again, if anybody sees this, hopefully it was helpful to you. We got a green. We secured a win. And that's all we can ask for. About, I don't know, 50 minutes here. And yeah, that was a good day. Wish I could say the same about my other account. But, you know, you do what you can. So, we'll probably see you next Wednesday or some other time. I don't know. Hope to keep doing this. Until then, gonna